Hey, this is Akrias from Akrias Gaming at Twitch TV. I'm here with another Dungeon Defenders tutorial. Today we are going to be visiting Endless Spires. This is going to be another Nightmare Hardcore Mixed Mode survival tutorial. I am starting at wave 21 or 22. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. Now, like my other tutorials, I already have everything built. I already went ahead and started upgrading the beam, so I don't have to do that during the video. One thing you gotta make sure that you do is place the beams last. Reason for that is because these auras, as you can see right now, they're overlapping naturally. You're not allowed to do that. But once you place the beams, they start to overlap. Now don't be worried if your auras aren't this big. Actually in another set of auras. Don't worry if they're not this big. The buff beam is 3-starred there, starred and starred. You should be fine, 2K. The important thing about the auras is that you want to make sure that they are striking the units that come up here and around the corner. I believe mine go a little further. Yeah, they reach out almost the whole platform over here. So as long as they're hitting the units that are coming up here, you're good. And as long as they hit the Wervins, they don't have to go too far, but far enough so that the archers you put up here can get a few shots in them. Usually the combination of a fully upgraded aura, lightning aura, and the archers, it's enough damage to take care of all the air units that come out. Like I said in my previous tutorial, I do prioritize the buff beam first. I didn't get enough mana this time to 3-star everything, but I did go ahead and start upgrading them. Now during the first wave, it's a little crazy for me because I have to go place to place and keep the auras up. The auras tend to take a lot of damage when you start later on in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and hit G. No, I'm sorry. No. Let me explain the build more. I have 4, 5, 6, 7 magic missiles. Now for these magic missiles, I want to make sure that they strike anything that comes up here. Now you don't have to get the whole platform. I do believe I have some of them that'll start attacking roughly around here, and then hit anything that comes up over here. The auras, I place them on top of this little platform. It's gonna be right around here. That's something to look for. 4 minions and a mage as a wall. Back in the day, I would just put the apprentice walls, but now I'm using the DU for offensive towers. But 4 archers and a mage, it's good enough. Over here I have 5 archers. Just line them up, 5 archers and a mage. Same thing on the other side, just mirror it. You should be able to fit 5 and a mage. 4, 5, 6 magic missiles over here. I should have another 6 over here. You want majority of them to strike this entire platform here. So as soon as units start walking onto here, they should already be under fire from your magic missiles. You could replace the magic missiles with fire towers. You are going to get less towers. I'm just a huge fan of magic missiles, so I tend to use them a lot. So if you don't want to use magic missiles, you could use fire towers. Just as good because you do have the strength drain aura over there to help you out. So just make sure that they start attacking units as soon as they get up here. For both. Now out of the 6, you should have 1. This is the one I have turned around. This one's gonna be able to strike any spiders that spawn behind your towers as well as strike the Wervins. They're going to give your archers and the auras some help with the Wervins that come. I do place the auras over here. Now remember, you got to place the auras before you place the beam. It's right there in that little corner. Same thing on the other side, and then they should meet somewhere in the middle before you place the beam. But don't worry if it doesn't. Again, you want to be able to make sure that the auras strike anything that's coming up the stairs. It doesn't have to hit the entire area of the stairs, just so long as they start attacking them when they're up here. And the Wervin. What else we got here? We got 3 archers. I don't summon them right there. I just place them out here and then move them because I can't get that close naturally. So after I summon them, I'll right click a minion and tell them to get right next to that crystal. I can't have them on the edge. You could put them on the edge. I don't recommend it because they will take damage from the ogres that are walking by here. They'll shoot up little poison balls and take damage. And because you don't have a mage here, they'll go down. So I put them right next to the crystal because they could avoid the ogre's range attack. And they can still strike them as they're coming up here, but by the time they come up here, they're going to be focused on these other towers. So you don't have to worry too much about these archers taking damage if you put them right next to the crystal. Let's see what else? That's about it, really. I'm going to go ahead and G so you guys can see everything in action. So during this time, I'm rushing right now because I want to upgrade these beams. I want to finish upgrading these beams. And as soon as I finish upgrading those beams, I'm going to jump into the auras. I split my attention. After I get this one 3-starred, I split my attention between all of the auras because occasionally I'll look at my map and I'll see that one's already fading, and that's natural just because, you know, they're not upgraded at all. So I'll just sit here where they all kind of meet and just upgrade random auras. After you get the auras up, I would work on magic missiles. Unless your archers are taking a lot of damage. If your archers are taking a lot of damage, go ahead and start upgrading them. But after the auras, I tend to just jump straight into the towers, because naturally magic missiles don't do a lot of damage. That 22,000 damage right there. So I do that. But this is my build: Nightmare, Hardcore, Mixed Mode, Endless Spires. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and learned something from it. I do recommend at least mid 2K stats for this. It's definitely not as easy as my previous tutorial, but it's just as fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.